Yeah.
I said SOS.
Mhm. We up. We up. We up.
How we doing today, family? What's the word? Welcome to the Collective Podcast, the Trippiest podcast on the internet.
What up? What up?
What's going on, everybody? How we doing?
What's up?
Great.
Welcome back to the Trippiest podcast. Appreciate everybody tuning in for sure.
For sure, for sure.
Um, yeah, man. Let's get it going.
All right, so we can kick it off with the interviews. Intros. I guess we interviewing for the introductions. Tell me who you are. What's your name? What you do? Who are you?
All right. I'll go first. I'm Woo Got It. Can y'all hear me well? All right, cool. I'm Woo Got It. I'm a musician, a artist. I have a tea company, herbal company called sacredsolutions.co. On there, you can also guide yourself to some magic. I'll leave it at that. Um, also, a mycologist, which is a cultivator of mushrooms. And here to just be with the collective and smoke dope. Be happy.
Okay.
Shit.
I'll go ahead and take next in the interview as I grab my microphone and get on. Um, I am Alex Dorsey, known as the Lightbringer, a content creator on YouTube, up and coming. So go ahead, check me out. Check me out on the Substack for my blog, The Light Show. So go ahead, check me out, man. Much love to y'all. Thank you for joining.
Yeah. Jeff, Elijah. I am the owner of a apparel brand, Elijah Green, cannabis company as well. So hit me up if you are in need of any gas. I got you for sure. Check me out at Elijah Green 144 on Instagram. And yeah, I'm gonna start coming out with some blogs on my website. So definitely tap in, subscribe to my website, www.elijah-green.com as well, for sure.
That's what's up. Torrin Shanae here, music lover, um, talent manager, CEO of Poverty Records. Check out my artist. I am Troy Jones on Instagram. We got an album coming out soon, very soon. I'm excited about that. Too damn deep, if I ain't said that already.
The reminder.
Yeah, just a reminder. Yeah, that's all I got for y'all. I'm happy to be here and share space today. Got some
Sure.
things to get off my chest.
Hell yeah. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. As always, sticking to the program. Coming into that full moon energy. So how y'all feeling about that? Any manifestations or intentions y'all plan to set for the full moon?
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's more like being grateful for what has came up since I last did my intentions on the new moon.
Mhm.
Um, and staying in a space of being consistent with what I want. This is what I've been trying to do, and going after what I want, not settling for anything. Um, yeah, that's all I got on that one right now. Still seeing what the energy talking about as the days come.
Yeah.
For sure. I shaded that. Same here. I got things I set on a new moon and it's being created and it's going very well because one thing about like full moon energy I'm trying to do better as it's like once the plant is got done growing, it's about being humble and giving thanks and then just realizing that okay, you got what you want. You know, you're not done. You're not. It's not. You can't be satisfied. You got to keep pursuing. So That's where I'm at. And just bless, man. Just bless. You know, if you really want to say you broke, you only broke when you can't count your blessings. So
Listen,
That's a
amen.
bar.
That hell
You put
yeah,
that on a shirt. Only broke when you can't count your blessings. Hell yeah.
facts.
I'm gonna leave it like that.
Yeah, man. I'll kind of just go in line with what has been said. I think that this is the time to look back on the work you've been putting on for, like the last 2 weeks. Um, and I think, we were talking before the show, and I think that we've all just been able to see kind of like the fruits of our labor. Just the fact that, and the different kind of fields that we all work in, just being able to show up for ourselves each and every day, and being consistent with setting those new moon ritual or intentions, should I say, and focusing on those, day in and day out. I'm definitely in a place where I can definitely see the benefits of taking that serious, and being consistent, when it matters most. What about you,
Yeah.
Torn?
Um, I feel like I've been doing a lot of purging, cleansing, and kind of unintentional. I'm not gonna lie. I've been somewhat disconnected from uh, my usual rat race day to day. So like I've been getting more into alignment with, I guess, my biological schedule and not so I didn't even I looked at the moon yesterday, but I'll say that I think my actions they've been naturally intentional,
Mhm.
um, and so I've just been still clearing and making space for really releasing a version of me that is I've held on to it for a very long time. And so it's not an identity crisis, but it's really more so just kind of getting to know myself, like really authentically getting to know the Torn that I am today, and kind of releasing the person I was before, and um, having others come to that understanding too, because sometimes it's easier for you to come into your own than it is for other people to understand and accept you in your new space that you're in. I had a
For
t-shirt
sure.
that says
Mhm.
I'm never the same person twice,
Yeah.
and people have a hard time processing that, so they'll try to hold you to or keep you in that space before, and it's just really working hard to release those things.
Hmm. I
um
feel you on that.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll say this. I hear what you're saying. Um, I think that because I've certainly like been at that point too, where I was like, you know, I had like kind of a set identity. Like people knew me for like being a certain way and doing certain things, and then kind of um, you know situations like my life changed intentionally, and
Mhm.
I think that it helps you through the process when you're able to um, understand kind of the cycle of things, like you said, getting back to like your more biological self and things like stuff like that. I think
Mhm.
when you when you follow the moon cycles and truly understand what they're about, that does allow you to be more in line with your true self, with your biological self, and then that helps with that process of knowing when it is time to go after things, when it's time to purge and let things go, and when it's
Mhm.
time to be more receiving and things like that. Um, I saw a question in the chat that it asked like is a new moon and like a full moon are they the same things?
No.
Completely opposite.
Definitely, definitely two different periods of times. Your full moon is a period of time where you should be kind of looking back, reflecting, and being at a point where you're collecting your harvest. Whereas a new moon is a time where you should be kind of setting your intentions in order to be, putting in that work and that effort to be receiving that harvest. Um,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
once the full moon, as far as I know, actually occurs tomorrow night. But of course, like full moon effects take place not just on the day of, but a few days before, a few days after. So definitely in that full moon energy. So definitely a time to be, receptive to what the work that you put in over the last few weeks for sure.
Yeah. I've been finding myself like making space. Like I've been deleting shit and throwing away shit. Took down my old altar, made a new one. Um, I deleted like 10,000 files. On some,
Ooh,
yeah, yeah. I've been
Serious.
this computer been at it for like since 2018. So yeah,
that's
just
what I
purging,
need to
making
do
space.
now.
I feel like I've been making heart space as well. Um, like through yoga, and I did a couples Thai massage Sunday, and it was amazing. I feel like got, I'm sitting more in my heart space lately. Uh,
Nice.
it's
That's
good
fire.
to receive, you know, just to receive and put out.
That's what's up.
Mm,
Y'all got to pardon my absence from last week too, because that's what I had going on. I had an evening spa day, and it kind of
yeah,
ran over. So
yeah,
that
I
it was
understand.
necessary self care, y'all.
Hey, we love self
It be
care.
like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
um, but yeah, I think Jeff, to your point, what you were saying about um, just paying more attention to and getting in alignment with the phases kind of takes us into our next topic, because for me that is what helps keep me somewhat on track with not necessarily the phases, because I do find myself kind of naturally aligning with um, the moon phases, but journaling that energy and what's happening at the time, so that I could correlate the two rather than just being like, oh yeah, that's right, I think that's what I had going on last week, but not necessarily seeing how they're relevant. So I'll be honest, you got me. I have not been journaling, so that's probably why I've been a little disconnected from the moon. So, and the phases going on the past couple weeks. So, um, that right there is just one of the examples of why it's so important, because when we moving through everyday life, we have all these thoughts and feelings and emotions and experiences, and sometimes they are time relevant, sometimes they're significant, like and if we're not conscious of them, or find some way to document those things, it could just be a happenstance or something that happened in the time past, and you may not understand the relevancy of it until um, you know you may never realize the relevance of it. So
Hmm.
that's one of the important reasons to journal. And I thought that was a good segue, because kind of told on myself.
Yeah, feel like
Yeah,
it's an anchor
Yeah.
when going through everyday life, and something that brings you back to yourself. You, know? You was gonna say something, Ad?
yeah. No, I was agreeing with you. As you can good. You good, big dog. You good.
Nah, I'm good. I'm done.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
just
So,
took that. I just
Yeah.
sprinkle something on it.
yeah, but no, not really though. And I see in the comments, someone said, sometimes they struggle being consistent, and I dealt with that hard. I sometimes still do, but like, really think of it like this: when you journal, you literally talking to yourself, and you having those conversations that you sparing other people, because it's wrong with me to constantly hit up Woo and hit Woo with this problem, that problem, tell Woo this, tell Woo what that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta realize that your journal is you being your own guidance counselor and you being accountable for
I
yourself.
like that.
Because at the end of the day, you know, if Woo told me, hey bro, did you do your push-ups today? I could bullshit him like, yeah, I did my push-ups. But if I talk to myself at the end of the day, like, did you do those push-ups? You gonna feel more
So,
disappointed at yourself, because it's like this time I actually took the accountability to do something, and I realized I couldn't do it, and I didn't have nobody else hold me accountable I could lie to. I realized I'm lying to myself now. So
Yeah, that's the only person you lying to.
yeah. So you gotta think of it like that.
Yeah, because you can feel the energy when somebody, say they did something and ain't do it. It's all feeling.
Yeah.
Energy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, AD killed that little last piece for sure.
Yeah.
Like it's about you holding yourself accountable. And yeah, like that, but also it's like I- it's also a way, for just it can also be an outlet, for your creativity, for you to be able to like I was talking to AD about in the pre-show. It's important, and it seems as journaling. I know makes me a better person. Overall, it helps me to be able to figure out truly what I'm going through. It forces me to write out my situation, and if I'm looking to have a intelligent sort of like conversation with myself, or write something down that I would want to share with somebody, then I have to put words to what it is I'm going through. So in a sense, like I have to kind of create like a philosophy about what it is I'm going through, through my situation, and that to AD's point about being accountable, that forces me not to just be emotional about any situation. It forces me to kind of look to find the answer, and at the same time, I look to find that answer from myself. I don't look for anybody um, to get anything from. So yeah, I think journaling is important. I had an old girlfriend, like tell me one day, like way after we like stopped talking, that she had like she called me up and just started talking about how she was journaling, and it had been about me. And I was like, I never knew that you journal, but like she was always like a journaler, but that's not something that she ever told me. And I know that that's not something that a lot of men are like do consistently. I know, like not even all women do it, but I know that that's more consistent amongst women. But I know guys like look at that as something that girls do, write in a diary. But
Mhm.
like I hang out with a lot of artists, so I know what like a rapper getting off lyrics in a tough situation can do, and how that can be kind of therapy for them. And
That's a fact.
whether that's something that you want to do yourself, or whether you just need to journal some things to get stuff off your chest, to be able to really understand your own circumstances, and how to be able to communicate that with others, all comes from journaling. And like Torrance said, just being able to stay on track of what you're going through, and being able to stay on track of phases.
It
I
helps you detach from emotions. It helps me like detach from my emotions, like things that I might be feeling like I can't shake, or that I'm identifying with in the day or throughout the day moments.
Mhm.
Um, when I journal, it all releases. Like it'll be like pressure built up um, in my emotions, like I guess in my chakras, that I have to get out somehow. Otherwise, I'll just explode like a volcano or some shit.
and it's funny that you said that, Jeff, about the different ways in which men and women um, look at or view journaling. I was just talking to my brother. Um, we were just kind of talking about telling him how, for me, um, even participating in doing this podcast is like, um, and it hit me like I thought about it right then and there. This is, in a sense, a level of journaling. It's not as personal because we're still talking amongst each other. And while, we are very transparent, you are even more vulnerable or honest with yourself. But like having an outlet where you can be vulnerable and be honest about, the stuff you got going on in your life, or the challenges, the experiences that you having without a fear of judgment. And for me personally, like that's that has been a challenge, because it's like in a sense, I'm opening up to the world. I don't know who the fuck is watching this, but now y'all
Yeah,
know
real
what
talk.
I did this week, to some degree. And so, and he explained how, like, while that's completely, not something that necessarily would be his cup of tea, for him is music, writing music, making music. Um, that's my brother, and I learn a lot about who he is as a person through his music. So it's different um, ways that you can go about it, because I understand everybody isn't necessarily a writer,
Mhm.
but um, it's really just kind of keeping track of, like you said, your feelings, your emotions, the things you got going on. And I think people, myself included, have to understand, like, we have to journal not just for ourselves, but like for our loved ones and the people around us, because sometimes we don't really understand how much of a burden we can be. And not to say that in a, in a negative light. Your family, your friends, they love you, so you can come to them and vent. But sometimes you ever said something out loud and realize as soon as you said it out loud, it sounded like some bullshit. Like you ain't even need to think to that. As soon as you said it, it's like, yo,
Yeah, yeah.
that
I'm
sounds
like,
crazy as
I'm on
hell.
bullshit.
Yeah. So it is. It's just like that. Um, putting those thoughts somewhere tangible, to where you can look back and be like, oh my gosh, or just reflect on it. It doesn't have to be a
Hmm.
negative reflection, but sometimes that negative reflection can be the wake up call that you need, and you ain't even
Hmm.
had to call nobody for it. So like,
Yeah.
um, that's another thing too. Don't just journal for yourself. Like journal for the people around you, so you can at least have a better grasp on your thoughts and feelings
Spare
and
them your
emotions.
bullshit.
Yeah, when you sharing something, when you need to vent, you can kind of be able to express yourself a little more.
Hmm. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
On top of that, your business don't get out too.
Hey, that's a
Hey,
fact.
yep. Let
Yeah, because
somebody
folks,
take
niggas
down
be
your
talking, man.
diary.
Niggas be talking.
Man,
Yep.
Hey, don't tell nobody.
Okay.
What's the next topic, y'all? On the aromatherapy.
yeah.
Now we on. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool, cool,
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah.
Are you hip to aromatherapy? You got a diffuser?
Got some
You
incense.
got some incense? Do you
Got some gas. Logic
understand
green.
how? Hey, look. um, what you want to grab? I know that's right. I got some in the cut too.
That's some good aromatherapy right here too. I ain't gonna.
Look, they ain't ready. They ain't ready.
I
It
keep
ain't
it on low speed. Keep it on
this.
low
This the internet's trippiest podcast. They got to be ready for it all.
Okay, let them know.
That
Don't be
Logic Green
surprised.
pack.
This is not the show to be surprised, you know. But anywho,
Yeah.
yeah, like, how do y'all utilize aromatherapy? Well, first let's talk about what that is. Um,
I
my
think
understanding,
AD brought up the topic, so I don't
yeah.
know if you want
Go
to like.
ahead, take it away,
Yeah.
AD.
So one thing that you can use aromatherapy for is one I like to use is my meditations and your stretching. Because aromatherapy has been around for a long time. So realizing how you can use that like in a beneficial way, because
Mhm.
one, aromatherapy helps open you up in from down to your nose all the way to your toes. So if you can use that into a certain type of practice, then you can find ways to benefit yourself as mood wise, your health, weight loss, stress. You know what I'm saying? Even for prayers, man. I feel like you gotta have incense with you all the time. Keep some in your car. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how quick you might get pissed, and you might need some some sense of Apollo to calm
Nah,
down.
for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I feel like it. If you use it in your rituals and things like just your daily life consistently, it's a trigger for you to calm down, for you to be more aware. Like as far as incense goes, that's what I use. Like for my aromatherapy practices, it's a trigger for me to relax.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So, and I just feel like when it comes to aromatherapy, I just feel like people just like one. So if you're a cannabis smoker, you got to realize that that's aromatherapy right there because there's so much herbs in your weed that helps give you that sensation that we just deny it, don't even pay no attention to it.
Yeah,
You know?
facts. It's like holistic.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man. All of these like natural herbs and incense. Like I'm somebody who keeps I buy incense and herbs like wholesale. So I always got something on me, and I'm burning stuff throughout the day. For a number of reasons. I could be outside smoking a J and maybe mosquitoes around, so that's enough reason for me to go ahead and burn an incense to get rid of them. But there's also a back end as to why as well. So they all have all of these products have different compounds and properties that have different effects on you and benefit you in a number of different ways. And like they were mentioning earlier, like they help you get into that more meditative state um, to help you balance out, not to kind of be thinking about things, but be more in a space of being receptive and being able to kind of receive, you know, understanding rather than focusing your brain too hard on anything that really don't matter.
Hey, I feel you. Hey, we had to do a little aromatherapy check. I think all the pies straight. I ain't see good,
Okay.
but I think we good.
Yeah,
So
for
what's
me, I
your
feel like, what up, Cam?
What's the word, Cam?
We still can't hear you.
Your mic a little off. So, but
I had the wrong mic. Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, sir.
yeah,
It's a
Can you
little
turn it
low.
up a little bit? Can you turn it up a little bit?
How about now?
there you go. There you go.
All right.
Oh, wait.
That might be a little too loud.
I can hear feedback. That's
Yeah.
that's a recording mic. I can hear the fan on in that room.
Yeah,
That's
What
that
about now,
good-
y'all?
that's perfect.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah, I got the AC on 1,000.
Look,
Same old little bumps in the road. I just been catching y'all at ugly times. My days really kind of like playing themselves out in the morning, so that's why I've been missing them.
It's all good, bro. Glad you got to tap in.
word.
We was talking about aromatherapy and shit.
Oh yeah, I gotta go candle shopping. Y'all put me on.
Hey, candle shopping, incense
Yeah.
shopping,
Yeah,
blood shopping.
I'm good on the. I got a few essential oils.
Oh yeah, well there you go.
Got a few of them.
Yeah.
I've been trying to use rosemary oil to help grow this bald spot I have. And
Bro, hold on.
go ahead,
Oh, my bad.
go ahead, get gravy with it.
It's rosemary. I'm finna find the exact list, bro. I screenshot it because I want to thicken up my locks.
Me too.
Yeah, hold on. I'm
Look,
finna find it. But
yeah.
keep saying what you were saying. You using rosemary and what
Yeah.
else?
No, just rosemary oil right now to help grow this bald spot, man. Because I had some bad damage down here, so just dealing with these scabs, and it's been help healing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not dry and crusty all day. You know what I'm saying? A lot of products, got a lot of not what you think in it. So just trying to use oils to help out my hair better. You know?
Yeah. One thing I've been using a lot is resins, bro. Like myrrh, frankincense, 3 Kings resins, and like getting some coals, like the coal, put the resins on it. I'll throw herbs on there, like make it a little mixture.
Mm-hmm.
Use my oils, like got some St.
Frankincense.
Michael oil right here, frankincense. Yeah,
That's definitely important for the smokers too. Like frankincense and myrrh, like one of the main things that it's known for doing is like clearing out the lung passageways. And
Say less.
for people that smoke every day, like you should be burning frankincense and breathing that instance, and it helps to clear yourself out. So that's something to help build your immune system, especially.
I'll do it some more. Shit.
But the other oil is pumpkin seed oil.
Oh,
And also saw palmetto. I think that's
Okay.
also
Saw palmetto.
I was gonna tell you too, Cam. Rice water is another thing.
See, I tried it, but my dumb ass, I think I let the water sit a little too long. My hair was so stanky.
I use some fried rice.
Yeah, because I had tried
Fried
aloe
rice
vera
water.
too and didn't strain the aloe vera, so I had like little chunks in my hair. I had to wash that out. I was washing my hair for like 2 days straight. Yeah,
Damn.
I be trying to stick to the oils because anything else, I use I just did the detox with apple cider vinegar just to kind of like get my pH balance in my hair and stuff back right, and I got a retwist tomorrow. So
man, watch y'all hawk y'all down. Just watch y'all hawk.
Good job. Look, I got
real.
time now.
Nah, it's happening. It can happen, bro.
That's how it be happening. And then it's like once you get to a certain length, I think your hair kind of like stalls out for a little bit, and then it'll like get back active. So it just depends on what season you're in.
So
Yeah, I'm definitely on the same type time you're talking about, which is time. I got my retwist today, and I was talking about some of like my locks on the top, and I just it's fine now, but I'm in it for the long haul. So I was already thinking about things that I want to go ahead and do, so it can just be. I honestly prefer like the new growth. Like I realized that like that's a part of the journey as well. Like this is cool and all, but this a little too neat.
It's too uniform. Yeah, like I be saying, I'd be like.
And so I like it when it's all like when I don't really have no control for real. It just do its own thing.
I just got a trash ass retwist, man. I watched that shit out the same day because I don't know what the fuck type gel she used.
Gels,
bro. She used some type of gel. She left me under the dryer for not long enough. So I came out that whole
slimy head.
2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours later, my shit's still sticky. Like nah, bro. But, so
I can't get jiggy with this shit.
I'm still rocking the new growth too, telling new growth and shit.
I get my hair done. I get my hair done once a year. Like I said, once a year. Like I this shit been twisted. Like beginning of summer, I'll take it out and I'm Bob Marley in this shit. So
I feel you. That's what I'm talking about.
Every time I get my hair done, like niggas joke on me, like, "Oh, you going back?"
Who is that guy?
Like, they be like, "What you getting all clean for?" Like nigga got job interview.
They got a job interview. It's like
They call me.
I'm still trying to find like the perfect amount of time for me to go without a retwist because it's just now getting to like this length about right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you at the
Something like that. Yeah. Nah, not shoulders yet. Like under my ear a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, you gonna be shoulders in no
I'll be
time.
shoulders
I feel
too.
like I was just there. I was just at this mark, and I think the last retwist is when I noticed it was starting to pass that. Definitely, I don't. I know some people that do theirs on a month. I'm sorry, y'all. I know we took a detour, but we gang up in here.
We use aromatherapies in our locks too.
Catch up.
Like I use peppermint oil and
Yes,
shit like that to open my crown.
Yeah,
Rose water.
Peppermint, Dr. Bronner's when you want to wash your hair. Don't use nothing else, and then just use just recondition your hair.
That's what I use too.
Hey,
Bronner's got to be the
that
best
rose
shit ever.
water. You could drink it too. That's what.
Yeah, for sure.
I love rose water. I gotta have some roses in my water, man. Or
That's
I'm
all
just gonna
aromatherapy.
be in my head a little bit. So.
So look, because getting back to that, like even in the teas, you know, when we drinking our herbal teas and we put in roses and lavender, and I made a fruit salad the other day and put some lavender in that joint, and it like
Sound
put it,
good.
yeah, it kicked it off on another on. It was.
Man,
Hey, look, I shouldn't have told y'all, but
I
you know,
made
I'm gonna
some
put y'all on game for the for the viewers. Try it,
like
just not
shit.
too many, because
Hey, if y'all want
lavender is potent. Just a
a
little
good,
dash, you know, like
hell
salt
yeah,
Bay.
you don't need too much. A good
um,
mushroom tea that I made was mushrooms, of course, lavender, um, blue lotus,
Ooh,
a butterfly pea, and hibiscus.
damn.
shit, boy.
That
I
shit
need
hit.
that.
Make
Now,
that.
can I,
Mail
That's
me
can I
like
that.
a
order
that's
that
like
on
Hey,
a potion.
sacredsolutions.co. Yeah,
It's
I
on
got
there?
y'all. Just hit me up, man. We
Yeah.
working on it. We working on it.
Say
There's
less.
stuff on there though.
donations?
We do
Donations.
custom tea blends and
Word.
stuff like that.
I just got the my blocks mixed for like a week ago, so now they're back turning white. So I don't have any signs of contamination just yet.
Good shit.
What my grandma say, Lord willing.
Lord willing.
Lord willing.
The Saints don't rise.
Right.
Yo, how do y'all utilize, like, did you have to create a space, a designated space for your clean room? Or because I saw somebody that had an inflatable joint and I couldn't find it nowhere. Have you seen that?
The one you can put your hands into.
I don't know. It just
Monotub.
was an inflatable clean room. So I didn't have to like make a
Oh,
space for it.
I mean, you could really use. I got a tent that I use to grow my weed in, which I could have used as my incubator room and whatnot. But I got strands that are like very, very aggressive. So I got Golden Teacher and then I got Burma. Those usually fight off contaminations really, really well. So I have them in my living room inside of these 32-gallon tubs, like the ones you move in, with a hydrometer on the inside, one in each tub, so I can monitor the humidity and then the overall temp. And what I've noticed is you could low-key just close the top, like how you're about to do when you fruit. But since they're in the bags, when you close the top, it creates its own ecosystem. So that bitch stays at 80 degrees with 65% humidity by itself.
Now we got two mycologists on the podcast.
Yeah.
Fire. Two black mycologists.
Notes and shit.
And growing weed helped me with that because I learned how to keep an environment stable. But with this shit, you don't have to do anything at all. So to answer your question, I don't necessarily have designated spaces. It's just wherever those tubs are. And right now they're tucked in the living room. So
I put mine in the living room too, or like in a closet space, a pantry, stuff like that. You know, somewhere nobody really gonna mess with them.
Right.
I was worried about smoking around them.
Nah, it's all good. I think it'll be okay. All right, I don't know.
But,
trial and error.
Right. This is science, guys.
Yeah, for real.
Fucking science, bro.
Oh, I gotta shout out somebody on here too. This guy called Millie. It's like Millie Willie Spores. I'll give you like the thing so you can maybe tag him.
Hey.
But bro sent me three syringes, Golden Teachers, and like 2 crazy ass ones. I gotta go get them out.
I got some for you.
For $1.
Damn.
$1. Hold on.
Kudos. Thank you, Millie Willie Spores.
Millie White. It's like Wyco.
Hey, you was close enough to you.
Yeah. Appreciate you, bro.
And it's called the Pay What You Can stand. And his whole mission is that he wants people to get involved in cultivation. And so he has you can send up to whatever amount you want. I sent $1. He sent me 3 syringes. I said, damn.
Yeah, we got syringes on deck too, and we're gonna start selling these eventually.
Oh yeah, I'm a cop.
We got Lions Man. We got
Lions Man.
Pink Oyster. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, we got the spores on deck. Hit us up. Second Solutions.
By the plug.
Yeah, for y'all consumption, I put it in the private chat.
But people, viewers, if you haven't incorporated some form of aromatherapy into your life, definitely do that. sometimes it's simple things that can really help to alleviate our stress, our tension. Um, God gave us everything we need on this earth, and so utilize that.
Facts.
Don't get the fuck the Febreze. Not saying
Yeah,
it's
fuck
not,
that shit. That shit
yeah.
toxic, man.
Yeah,
Do
no, fuck
something,
that
And
shit.
that's the
do
only
something
thing I fear.
with some substance,
What y'all fear, man? Because that's something I fear
Terrence
using that toxic shit. This nigga said Terrence Howard.
I
Bro, what you got
Hey,
against
man.
Terrence Howard, bro?
have never liked Terrence Howard.
What
Never.
you got against
All right.
T?
So first off,
What's up, man?
his big that is
Man.
that's what's wrong. He mine. It's not a Y in there, Jay. It's mine. It ain't no Y. Mine.
Man.
It's still there. It's the state, ain't it? What the fuck?
Ah, shit.
Nah. And
Anyway,
then my
bro.
dad forced me to watch the movie where he was the swim coach. I just didn't like the movie.
Yeah. I feel you on that, bro. Like it said Terrence Howard. Okay.
I'll go ahead and go. I was talking to Wu about this in the pre-show, and I felt like I could answer this question in 1,000 answers, but at the same time, I feel like I can't, because I told to Wu, it speaks in First Timothy in the Bible that we was implanted with love and youth of the spirit. We was taught fear. So when I think about that, I think about the fears that I was taught. But then as I grow as a person, I think about the things that I'm afraid of now. And when I think about what I'm afraid of now, is that I'm scared that I don't know where I'm gonna go. And it's like in my life wise, because being able to do what I can do, I'm not gonna say I can go all around the world, but the choices that I'm able to make now is scary, because who am I going to become and where am I going to go? So
Yeah,
I appreciate Wu asking that, because I think I haven't asked myself that question. So to be able to answer it now, yeah, I guess I'm scared. Nah, I fear that I don't know where the fuck I'm finna go.
It's like the fear of endless possibilities, bro.
Yeah,
That's the fear of the food card, the fear of the 0 point, the fear of anything is possible, nigga. But that's a good fear to have, shit. But you shouldn't even fear. It's like something you just welcome and walk through and trust in. You know what I mean? And I asked this question because Dreamwise, he that's a YouTuber, spiritual YouTuber. He got a lot of good content. Check him out. A lot of good products too. But he posted a video of Bobby Hemmett, and Bobby Hemmett was talking about how fear shuts down your melanin, and the powers that be know that, so they keep us enslaved through fear. It's a fear factory in America, through media, through the foods we eat, through the calamities that's on repeat. So you got to be brave out here. You got to be lion-hearted. Shout out Leo. And
Gang.
Look,
In 2 hours.
Shout out to all
That's your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Happy
word.
birthday, my boy!
So we got
happy
2 hours.
birthday, homie.
For sure that.
Happy birthday, homeboy.
Homie, don't play that.
But yeah, man.
Lion-hearted.
Since I've been on my spiritual path and my path to enlightenment, the only fear that have had has been self-manufactured, or through the inputs of the media. But when I go back to myself, when I go back to journaling, go back to my soul and come out of that, I have no fear in my heart. And I have no fear in my heart right now. So my melanin will not be shut down. Yeah. But what about y'all, bro? What y'all fear?
I used to fear, and this was I don't know, as a teenager into young adulthood, I used to fear not being successful, whatever that meant, right? I had an idea of what success was at the time. had a fear of being broke.
Facts.
You know,
Facts.
so it's like I don't want to discredit those fears, because once upon a time they were very real in my life, and they shaped, you know, my actions and, you know, goals and things that I strive for. But here today, out and so I actually pulled up something I want to read, because I was thinking about it. Like, my fear today is not achieving my highest potential, because I feel like I have the answers, right? So when you know better, you're supposed to do better, you know. The accountability that comes with, or the responsibility that comes with having a deeper understanding of, you know, purpose, life, and all those things, is like, damn, I know this. So it's like somebody teach you a magic trick and you're like, all right, I know it. So now I should just be able to do it. But magic, it doesn't just work like that. It doesn't just work like that. And that is the beauty in it. That's the challenge of it, because to a certain extent, like,
science.
So yeah, so I even understand me saying that is problematic, because I can't fear not achieve. I just have to be. I just have to. And so, and when I was thinking about it, it made me remember that quote. And I pulled it up, but this actually looks like an extension of it. So I think I'm gonna read a little bit more. But y'all probably heard it. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. And that's usually the quote. This one that I found, it goes a little longer, so I want to read the rest because I've never read it before. It says, "It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others."
That's a fact.
That was like it in a nutshell.
I feel that, because that's something I do still like, kind of struggle with, like the blessings. When the blessings come in and they're in your face, and the stuff you ask for come in and it's in your face, and it's time to walk through the door. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Hold up. I'm shining too bright. Type shit. I feel that.
So what about you, Jeff?
In regards to what do I fear, I don't really know. I saw a skunk last night and I ran like that.
Hey, that's like survival shit, bro. That's not. That's different.
No, I'm trying to like joking. But I was watching. I'm dry late, but I was watching the Ozarks thing like last night, and it was like the last few episodes, whatever. I'm not done yet, so don't spoil it. But it was in the episode. It was when homeboy, like the main dude, Marty Bird, or whatever.
Yeah.
He takes over and he becomes like what's dude's name, Gustavo, like the main cartel dude. So like I don't if you hip to Ozarks, like you know, like in the whole series, basically he tries to kind of separate himself, like he's doing a lot of dirt, but like he doesn't, he sees himself as being different than the cartel. He sees himself as like, but then like once he gets put in that position, like he takes over and he does everything that they do, and like with no problem. Um,
Mhm.
I say that to be like, I kind of like, I feel like that was like something kind of recent. Like, I don't know, that just hit me too. Just in regards to, I think a lot of people's fear is in them looking at themselves as being separate from anything, and not realizing like that you're everything. Like, I didn't been in rooms where I done had the most money, and like I done been up killing it. I done been at times where I done had literally a couple dollars to my name, or negative dollars to my name. I done lived in like nice spots. I done been in the trap. I'm a nigga. I done slept outside before. So like in all the moments, like I was still me.
Yep.
I was still looking for like for the good in all them situations. So in regards to fearing, like whatever tomorrow holds, like I know like me. Like I know that I put myself in position to be able to take care of myself. All I gotta do is go outside. I'm gonna make some money and be able to invest in my thing. But even if that wasn't like the case, like I know what it's like to not be able to do that. But I'm not afraid to go back and start from ground zero to put the work in to build whatever it is I got built up. Um, so yeah, like I don't know. I feared that skunk, but in regards to like in regards to like I'm down. Like I don't like I've been in. Maybe I'm a couple years older, so I just been in certain situations like and I didn't see myself. I didn't always got myself out of those situations. Um, and yeah, doing my job, like ain't particularly an easy job. Like you deal with shit that you can't really talk. You can't tell. I can't tell. People don't understand. Like if you ain't doing what we do, like then you just it ain't like I can't really tell you nothing. Like you just
Silence
I
it's
agent.
like
love that to the core.
like
You know what I'm
we
saying? Yeah.
and when stuff goes down, like it's on my shoulders. I got to deal with it. So and
Oh shit.
I done been in positions where I didn't have to deal with stuff. So and like, I went in there like and I dealt with it, and I'm still here. So I don't know about yeah, fear and stuff. Like I'm down with it. I'm proud for what it is I believe in.
Wait,
Um,
you say you down with what? The fear?
no, I'm just down for whatever I got to do. Like I'm just down
Yeah, okay. That's
for
what
the
I'm saying.
purpose. Like I don't think too much about anything. So
Just going and being, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I feel
Just
like
send me the
You had
same
Wu for a second, like, huh?
emoji.
Huh?
yeah, huh? Yeah.
Huh?
That should be throwing me off, bro. Like people with a lot of fear in them, that should be throwing me off. I'll get a little aggressive.
What you mean you got fear, nigga?
Fuck you talking about?
This one got heart, cuz.
Yeah,
Heart.
yeah,
You got heart,
you
cuz.
gotta have some hard, cuz.
You
Can't
got
stand on
heart,
this
That
shit.
shit
cuz.
was crazy.
Stand on something.
But I think that's a good point too, Jeff, because that really speaks to what's on the other side of fear. Like whether you actually felt that emotion in a time, I could definitely relate with seeing yourself in all aspects and all situations. Um, I wouldn't necessarily call it fear, but there was once upon a time I used to worry about a lot of stuff, just but I think I can look back on it now and was like, man, I put so much energy into worrying about that particular situation. And it worked out. It always worked out. I'm here today in sound mind, body, and spirit. So, like, it, understanding that whatever you're facing at the time, um, you can already see yourself on the other side of that helps you like just really push through it and walk through that other side. um we have fear, I ain't gonna say it's natural because it's taught, but it's common. And so it's not to say it's easy to say don't have fear,
Mhm.
But the reality of it is, do it anyway. You
Yeah.
know,
I
with
don't. Yeah, I'm not. For me, I don't. I don't want to knock anybody because they're necessarily afraid of something. But I think that it's more so understanding that you're afraid of that thing because you're attached to something emotionally.
hmm
More
Mm-hmm.
so, and it's like that's what you need to let go of.
hmm
That you need to be able to detach yourself and like
Mm-hmm.
I don't like whether you do that however you need to do it, whether you need to microdose to do that, whether you need to journal, whether you need to, listen
Do
to your
some
favorite song.
yoga, do some
Like,
meditation.
it's like
You know,
release whatever that is and
yeah,
like just go through it and like going through that is where you're gonna find like that jewel, that blessing, like whatever it is that you really want.
yeah, that's a fact. I feel like this shit, it's Monsters Inc., bro. Y'all say Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was
Oh,
Real
advocating
talk.
the
So,
fear that
oh
it
my
was made.
God!
so
Let's
like,
talk about Monsters Inc.
yeah, it's a breakdown in that. The monsters are using fear as their energy for their whole being and their whole society. And the most powerful thing at the end of the movie was joy, because they when Mike started making the children laugh and shit, that was way more powerful than fear ever was. So
Mm.
I think about that shit a lot. Um, and when I do have fear, because it does happen, like Tori, like you said, I just try to get back to my practices that get me back to myself, like I said earlier, which is either journaling, meditation, working out, yoga, shit like that. Get it out my system. You know,
Do you think we living in Monsters Inc. right now?
hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
It's
Niggas making money off fear. Like people literally have
Every day.
campaigns like around this. Like
shit.
risk
They
assessment
didn't put
groups.
fear around what we smoking. You ever heard of reefer madness?
Yeah.
Look up reefer madness, man.
It's
Look,
a
hey,
it's a
I want to
shroom
show y'all
madness right
something.
now.
I want to show y'all something. Look, right there. What is that?
Reefer madness.
Stop.
Reefer
Madness.
madness.
It's the old joints they used to use to basically
Oh, the
outlaw
poster?
weed. Yeah, the poster up at the top. You probably can't see it that well.
I see madness in big
Yeah,
letters. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I had a green one. The green one is like the original one. I don't know about the red one, but it was propaganda used to make people fearful of marijuana. They basically
Mhm.
said that it would make people's women susceptible to cheating, making them want men out of their
Black
color
man.
and out of their race. Yeah. And to even demonize it further, they were calling it cannabis and changed the widely used term
BBC.
marijuana to give it a foreign connotation. That's his I guess Spanish word for
Mhm.
cannabis. Yeah.
Yeah.
But prior to that, it was always cannabis. Cannabis flower is what it was referred to.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually crazy you just said that because I don't know about this. This is a new understanding for me, this reefer madness. I didn't know that was a thing,
And it was
right?
the Surgeon General that did that shit, if
But
I'm not mistaken.
I was in a previous relationship like where that was like a huge like that was like a thing. It was a him insecurity and it was surrounding me smoking weed and that somehow being related to like me cheating, like infidelity. It was
That's
no
crazy.
basis, no background, but that was a real fear within him and I didn't understand where it came from, why it was relevant, and it I mean,
Yeah.
that's just wild to
Never
me
heard of
because
that. Like,
I didn't realize that shit was a conspiracy. If I knew, I would have pulled it up.
It's
Look, nigga,
it's a whole movie and everything.
Nah, it
you
is
I
some
ain't
women
know
that be
niggas
trying to
learn
fuck
like
the
that.
weed man.
That's facts. That's facts. Cause you
nah,
know the gas get
It's the weed.
expensive,
It's the weed
and
man.
you know.
Well,
I
I
don't
won't do
even
that over here, yo. I need my money. Don't even play with me.
It's facts. I don't
facts.
want no
It's
coochie.
facts.
Hey, but
And
some
that's
niggas will take the coochie
Some
happily.
hey, look.
I
Sometimes
can
That's why they don't.
understand.
Uh-uh.
I can understand that being a perspective of somebody who don't know me that well. So like they're just getting to know me
Right.
and oh, you know, you got but first of all, that wasn't even my plug was not somebody that I would meaning it was
Yeah. Niggas just be insecure.
Yeah,
she
that's a
free.
lot of insecurity. She froze up.
Right. Oh
But
shit.
another thing to people got to realize is like
So-
people attract what they fear the most. So
Mhm.
whatever it is that's on your mind, and if it's driving you crazy, you probably gonna make it happen, bro. So
Yeah,
it's better that you get over whatever that is, because if you keep focusing on it, like it's gonna happen.
that's a fact. I,
It was
yeah.
like a family.
Uh-oh.
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 I'm back. It just,
Whoa.
I guess that was his way of saying we don't even care. Like, leave that shit in the past. So I'm gonna
Hey,
take
yeah.
the cue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the cue. But the point
That
we're
shit
trying to make here, guys, is release the fear. Um, get into your practices, get grounded, get centered, listen to your still small voice. But anything, any thoughts that you're having that are based in fear, they don't serve you. They're actually meant to hinder you in a way.
Yep.
So, go through your process, feel it, release it, and then go anyway. And I guess
That's a
we
fact.
can leave that.
And some of my fear is being one of these guys who lose their seed every single day. And
Release.
I say that to segue into the next topic, which is retain that seed, bruh. To retain that sacred energy, retain that sacred, that
gotta
SOS.
do better.
juice, retain it, hold it down.
Them flicks on my phone be getting me.
What
Oh,
the
you know
SOS
what?
stand for?
He's like,
Hey, that hidden part on the photo.
SOS.
Look,
Save
now,
that
I
seed.
know-
Save our
You gotta
seeds.
stop.
yeah. So look, now I know some people like say my seed. Look, you not finna be edging. You gonna be straight.
Wait,
Ain't no wrong with it. Hey, ain't nothing
I
wrong.
got the
Ain't no.
cue. I got the video queued
All
up.
right, you got the video.
Because
Let's try to play it.
I'm sorry, y'all, because that was a little, we scared.
Yeah, I mean that's a fear though. We talking about fear. So I'm
Save
not
the
trying to be
kids.
journeyed.
We pulled up crazy with that joint. Okay, my bad. Let's segue this.
In video,
let's
if y'all
segue
see
this
me
a little
raising,
better.
Those from the
My
half
hands like
court
this.
with it.
it's because I'm trying to breathe better.
Let's go to this clip, y'all. Let's go to this clip.
She Steph Curry down. I ain't gonna lie. Quick release, 0.6 seconds. Butter.
All right, y'all. Let me know when y'all can see the screen.
I see
All right.
it.
All right, here we go. So it's a Kevin Gates interview from the other day.
Real hard. And I just want to salute you. I'm like 19 years old right now.
Yeah, like we can't really hear that well.
DC. Wow. You could have but if you feel like you're about to release your stop, let it open it down. And then once you go through that,
You smiling her ass.
I just had my first one, but
Right.
if you look it up, it's called a core gas. Yeah. Where your organs will stay in your body. Release. Wow. Central nervous system. It heals the brain. Mm-hmm. You ever release season when you had to go to sleep right after? It just was a dream. Pretty much all the time. It's your life force. It's your bone marrow. It's your hair follicle. It's everything in your body you're giving up. It's your life. Now, if you're doing this to create a child, you sacrifice your life force to create a child. But just to do it. Like, how much discipline is that? It trains us to take away our glow. Yeah, I've always thought, because you remember
That's a fact.
Yeah. So this is where the conversation. This is what prompted the conversation. Bless you. People always say Kevin Gates crazy. He just be saying whatever. But so rather than, I shared this in my stories, and I got a lot of interesting feedback from the guys. So, and I realized as a woman, I can't speak to this. So, the floor is yours. y'all's.
Yeah. That nigga does sleep with his cousin too. I'm just throwing
Oh
that.
my god.
His cousin Drake, ain't it?
Nah, I was like that nigga. I can't. Like that nigga weird, bro. That nigga sleep
He
with
is
his
weird.
No, it was his
cousin.
cousin.
Nigga
He had
weird.
one solid point in another video
But
about people.
that's a whole nother topic.
I can't. I can't separate the two, but I can't do it.
I
But
mean,
anyway.
but we don't
On
recognize.
the topic, yeah, you are. I'm just joking too, but on the topic, that nigga is weird. But on the topic, that is.
Yeah, in fact.
You get man, like if, bro.
Not that weird.
I don't know how niggas is out here just like letting go, and like being productive in the
They
world.
weren't taught no better.
Bro, it's porn toxified the fucking culture.
But
What-
I'll say this because I'm gonna just be honest. I like me a little flick every now and then, but it's also like your version of reality. Like I think a lot of people's reward system, not even a lot of men, but the loudest men's reward system is set up as far as like women and pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't matter if they got the woman if they ain't even getting the pussy. If you talk to some niggas, like, oh, you hit yet? So I feel like it's a over glorification of the fact that you just got to lay down, but we haven't really spoke on what laying down means. And I feel like women have more conversations on their enjoyment of sex than necessarily men. Like I feel like men's just the fact that you got there was enough. But it ain't too many niggas out here having full body experiences with the
That's
women
a
that they
fact.
lay with, or even their men that
Mhm.
they lay with. So
That's a fact.
it do take taking breaks, because there have been times in my life where I have severe ADHD. I'm diagnosed. So porn addiction is like one of the risks of that. Even just like sexual satisfaction, you'll find a lot of addicts are actually ADHD. They simply do not know how to control their dopamine rushes. Like whatever gets them off. But the times I have taken a break, the sex I've had after that, especially when I've had sex that I but I curated as far as the woman that I was with, I chose, knew who I was laying down with, what they wanted. They knew what I wanted. 1,000 times better than just you take somebody home from the club and you get your nut. Like,
Yeah.
that's a disservice to yourself. But most niggas will never have a nut like that in their life to know. So when we had this conversation, it's gonna go over a lot of people's head because they're not gonna sit down and stop. Like,
Yeah.
read a book, my nigga. Go fishing. You know what I'm saying? Occupy
Yeah,
your
no,
hands
bro.
at night.
There's
And
a
that's why.
difference.
Go ahead,
Go
Jeff.
ahead.
Go ahead.
There's a difference between like ejaculation and the orgasm. Like niggas gotta like first understand that. Um, when I don't like that's key. And to Can's point, there's definitely a balance in this conversation because, bro, like I'm talking about we talking about like semen retention and the importance of it, and that's something that I do believe in. But there's also like this whole like I don't know this whole movement of guys like out here taking things a little too far at times and like preaching their message. I'm gonna be honest, like if you out here, like, and I'm gonna say this right, like a couple years ago, I took a year to be, you know, I took like a year celibacy and stuff like that, like probably like 2017. I ain't tell nobody. Like I did my thing. When women came to me, like I passed. I ain't tell them all that and nothing, but like I just did me. But like it's like a whole thing this year where like dudes gotta speak on celibacy and the importance of it and talk like as if it's like down on women in a sense. And
I feel like that is some of the energy to it. For some
I
dudes,
think some weirdo stuff going on.
that is
Sometimes.
weird though.
it's a,
Niggas got a lot of resentment to women these days.
yeah, and I ain't with that at all. Like
Yeah.
you gotta balance this out. You got like we talking about it, in the sense of being your best self, but you definitely need to be connecting with a divine feminine and most sure. So don't be niggas be coming to me talking about bitches do this, bitches do that. Like, bro, get out of my face with that. I ain't trying to get through.
Get banished off the rip, nigga.
Like, yeah, bro, like. And to this point, of the importance of semen retention, I know like when I started putting this into effect, I became a better partner. Just in the sense of being able to um, be there for like my partner, like. But before this, like like I have sex with a female, like, and to Kevin Gates' point in that video, you might not be knocked out for a little bit, or even if not, like you need some time for recovery. Like I know me, like I dip off, I might not even want to talk to you for like two days. Just to keep it real.
Bitch, get away from me.
But now, like if I'm saving myself, I can go spend time with you. We can connect with each other physically. And if I'm not releasing myself, like I'm back ready to get back at it in a couple hours. Like like and I'm not annoyed with you. Like I'm not like I can be there with you the whole time. Like so
Yeah,
I know like honestly, as a man, it makes me a better partner to the women that I'm with for sure.
for sure. I feel like it's like a balance for me, bro. Like I try to retain, but at the same time I incorporate sex magic. So that's pretty much busting the nut with intention with a partner on the same intention, and magic happens. So my thing is my thing is not busting, like no jacking off and shit. Try not to watch porn too much. I haven't watched porn in a minute actually. I used to have a porn addiction and like when I was a teenager and shit. So I know the downfalls of that shit. Um, so these days it's about balance. Only busting a nut um when I'm with my partner, and when it happens, if it happens, I'm not forcing it to happen. So because sometimes I don't get there. Um, but if it happens, having an intention on my mind, because you haven't, it's so much energy in the orgasm or in the ejaculation, um, that something has to come from it.
Yeah.
Something will come from it, whether you know it or not. And it can be subtle or it can be big as a baby and a whole human.
Boy, farted in there, dude.
Nah, it's a fucking gnat, bro. All these fucking plants and shit, man. I got a house full of plants. And shit. So yeah.
They need the chili powder.
Hey, all right, I'm gonna try that.
Oh yeah, they hate that shit.
I
It was
bet.
saving my cannabis plants. Yeah.
Say less.
And then too,
Cayenne pepper.
Taking that note too. Yeah,
Cayenne pepper.
and also like for real though, because like and just like the whole sleep thing, a lot of people look at busting a nut as a form of release, and it's like you know it's hard it's hard for a lot of people to change their mindset about that. You know what I'm saying? But just like Jeff and Wu said, is what you do in that tension. It's also about taking that time off. So and it's like you realize like for me, I do sports. So like for doing jiu-jitsu, when I don't let the machine go, I perform so much better. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? And you have too much focus. But it's just like a lot of people always bring up the myth, oh, if I'm having sex while I'm having sports, I don't lose anything, I don't gain, but that's always a big one. But it's a truth. You lose a lot when you letting go and you doing sports and stuff. So
Excellent chamber.
so just check it out. But
And
yeah.
a lot of athletes practice that same. A lot of athletes practice that, and then I think um, once upon a time, like even soldiers or Vikings, like they weren't allowed. When they were away and away from their woman, they had to retain. That gave them more testosterone to be better soldiers. They weren't out there weak and drowsy and unfocused.
That's your God force. It's like God force energy right there.
Yeah, just me, like just like with what I do, and like I'm just somebody who's like on the move a lot, who's outside, who's like my body, like I just know like if I do something the night before, like the next day, like I can like my lower back I hurt. Like you know, my legs is just a little bit, noodlier. It's
She
like
threw your back out. That's crazy.
nigga,
That's crazy. That boy having a good time.
Jeff,
Men don't
hey,
release.
hey, what can I say? What can I say? We enjoying ourselves over here. But
let me ask you this. Oh, go ahead, Cam.
To Jeff's point about also like feeling weak the next day, you could also be feeling because men don't really go to the doctor for every little thing like they should. So men are very prevalent with UTIs, but just never know it. So if you ever after sex experience like any burning, lower back pain, but especially if you experience burning, you're supposed to go anyway. But this could simply be a UTI. But any lower back pain after you've had sex, fatigue the next day, you could be experiencing an introduction to someone else's biology. Most people aren't taught this. Like you're essentially giving yourself a UTI when you lay down with somebody, unless you're truly accustomed to them. And even if y'all take breaks within that, your body purges out other cells that it doesn't want, it doesn't need. So if there's no constant introduction of that shit, a lot of niggas walking around like, bro, I'm tired as hell. My lower back hurt.
Yeah,
could be.
Make sure
God,
straight.
Take a piss
sure
after you have sex.
Take a piss. Get you some cranberry extract. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. Be a grown man. Enjoy the sex
that shit out.
They wasn't ready for what you just dropped.
Enjoy the sex that you
the
have.
fuck was I?
Look, this is self-love on another level. Men don't understand how to, or some men don't understand how to practice self-love. I feel like semen retention is an act of self-love, because for real, if more men understood the value of their God force energy, their life force energy, they would hold on to it. They wouldn't just be fucking splattering it on a fucking wall and
in a sock.
And one more point, because I know some smokers watching. If you smoke tobacco, your sperm is abnormal by default. It won't be normal again until you purge for about anywhere longer from 4 months to 6 would be when your sperm kind of returns to being normal.
That? What do you mean by abnormal?
Nicotine.
Like, what's abnormal?
So abnormal as in fertilization could lead to certain defects or more defects. Damn. This is why there's a Surgeon General's warning on this shit.
Okay.
Like a huge one. And that Surgeon General's warning is like over 40 different causes. Plus, this is why I say it's fertility issues on them gents, because it means men and women. But definitely, like, I would refrain from having a child, especially while I'm smoking like this, because I want to give my child the best chance they got in this world. It's already gonna be fucked by the time they get here. The food already shit. You know what I'm saying? Our energy is killing us. Like, even these blue screens we looking at right now probably doing something to our eyes. Like,
fucking for sure. So, I just felt some shit.
Right. So it's like, man, do whatever small cheat codes, you know what I'm saying, that you can. And it might not be easy beginning, but once you get a hold of it, you know what I'm saying? What is the amount of time you need to form a habit? It's like 121 repetitions or some shit like that.
27 days or 21 days.
Yeah.
Something like
so just start it. Start that shit. Improve your life. Less headaches, all that.
We gotta balance it out too, because we're talking about what men gotta do, but like next week we gotta bring up what women gotta do too, in a sense. Like, I got a lot of women in my life. They may be a little shy about coming up here, but let's be honest. Like, these women, though, like they be having smells. They don't be.
But that's woman to men transmission rate.
How to? But go ahead, Cam.
And woman to men transmission rate is higher than man to woman. So.
I mean, it's a cesspool. It's a fucking
Come on now.
Did a breakdown about
not point blame. I'm just saying needs to be more responsible.
The etymology of pussy is pus. This shit was nasty. I gotta look at the etymology.
I like coochie.
So one of the things that I thought about, Jeff, when you were talking about, or no, Cam, when you were talking about people and their partners, that's something like women have to pay attention to that and understand it's deeper than just, oh, you got some, your pH balance off. Yes, but the to me anyway, like the deeper meaning of that is this is not someone you're meant to be partnered with. Y'all's chemistry don't match. People will force it, like, yeah, but I'm gonna go and get this, and then we gonna be right back at it tomorrow. And it's like, yo, I guess, but to me, like that's a sign that our chemistry doesn't match. If something about you and your energy and is throwing me off, I don't. That I listen to that and have to honor that for myself. But yeah, I think this, even in regards to semen retention, obviously women, so it's not the same, and we have a a monthly cycle where we release life force energy, but there is there is a need for us to also practice self-preservation. I see, and I'm not judging. I don't want nobody to think I'm speaking from some high horse or whatever. But like, I see now all the advertisements. It's the weirdest thing. Like, you get on Facebook and be scrolling, and it's all these different roses, and it's this one, and it's that one that got this. And I think those things are, I mean, whatever gets you off, literally. But at the same time, I feel like women are relying too much on technology for their orgasms, for their pleasure. And that's dangerous, because if you get so used to and attached to this type of sensation, eventually your man is not going to be able to please you, because he's not a robot. He's not a machine. He can be the most semen retained powerful force, but it's impossible for him to function in the way that this machine functions. And you're going to be looking at him like he's the problem, when really you didn't just gone numb. So I think, we can definitely go into it and dive into it more on another episode, but just it isn't a one-sided thing at all. And there's definitely benefits and values to both sides practicing just self-preservation,
self-love, man.
Facts. Jeff, what I wanted to ask you was, in your when you went through your period of time where you were abstinent or celibate, sorry, do you feel like you were able to kind of see more the females that was just in your life, like using you, like they was just trying to get some sex, but then if you weren't offering that, they wasn't, it was like the energy was different? Because I think sometimes, like, as women, it's common for us to understand or have that thought that, oh, he just, he just after one thing. But it's a lot of, succubus is a real thing. It's women who will, keep coming when something is right. When it's like, when this one hit the spot, they might not even fucking like you. Maybe they might, and I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, some women just, they need that. Like, you hit the spot, and so it's like, this is where I need to go, and they don't care that you're trying not to be drained and you trying to preserve yourself. They want what they want. So I was just curious, or I feel like that's something that if men were intentional about, like, could possibly be revealed to them if they were to say, hey, kitchen's closed for a little bit. Like, is she gonna still see something of value in you without that?
I think, like, yeah, I didn't necessarily, I went in it with more just an intention of just getting to better understand myself, and just like more control, like Wu mentioned, like he grew up in his younger years having kind of like a porn addiction in a certain sense, and it's like me just making sure, like, I'm kind of taking the time to take control of my vices, so they don't just take control of me more. So for one, another thing is like I think that I saw women. It was I saw that women saw a different side of me, for sure, and like I think it definitely was a time where I realized like more so the law of attraction and how it really works, and like because at that time like yeah, I was still out and about. I had a couple of roommates. We were throwing parties all the time, so we always had like girls at the crib, and they it felt like they
Mhm.
were always about it. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, but it was just it was like I said, I didn't tell people or anything like that. Like it felt like for me it was a period of understanding like I have power, but understanding like I can be responsible with this, and yeah, just seeing like what that real God force energy does look like, and what true law of attraction looks like, and just it was just a period of me understanding those concepts. Um, like I said, I didn't talk to people, so I didn't like tell women what I was doing. So they probably just thought I was weird, and like was like, what's up, like what's up with
His
that?
dick be small.
So yeah, like I was still cool with most of the girls like at the time, but like nothing really led to anything. I was just at a point of kind of self discovery, so I wasn't even trying to do nothing with nobody. But yeah, that's what I got to say. Yeah, no, I don't think I was attracting, people who were around me for the wrong reasons. As far at least women in my life at that time, I feel like women were real close to me. I think a lot of guys kind of saw me, and I think it showed me more so in dudes who were there for the right reasons, like who was there just to take advantage of the situations. Like I say, we cool. We got parties going. We got girls around. Like who's there? Like just to take advantage, and who's really like cool. Like like I saw girls really being attracted, and I saw like guys having like going through jealousy, and different things like that during that time. So that was more so of something that I saw, rather than girls feeling a way or acting a way. Um, yeah.
Cool.
So,
The last question that I personally had about it, what did y'all learn about your willpower on the other side of um, whatever period of time?
Shit.
discipline and learn that I can control my sexual desire. It's a choice. It's overwhelming. Like just the other day, it was a situation and I couldn't finish. I had to stop, for a minute, and I had all this energy
Hmm.
that I had to alchemize and do something else with because it just was overwhelming, just sitting in my body, all this energy. So I
Yeah,
just started writing on my phone, just writing random bars, just doing anything to get this energy out of my body right now.
Mm.
Yeah. But
Mhm.
it's a choice, and it's hard to make that choice not to, but you are more powerful than your body. That's what I learned.
definitely find healthy releases. Otherwise, you'll just find other vices. Like you
Mhm.
said, you're gonna have energy, so you're gonna have releases
Mhm.
somehow. So find healthy releases, so you don't just start doing other destructive things.
Yeah, and staying on your purpose keeps you away from it too. Like just staying focused on what you got to do to be successful.
Yeah, and don't be egotistical about it. Like I said, like I felt the way, but and to that point, like I understood that I have willpower, but don't let that go to your head and your ego, and make that thing like you better than people. Like I said, I don't care about these niggas. I celebrate journeys that don't make you better than another man because
Right.
you're not having sex. Like
Hmm.
all right, cool. That's just two different paths. Ain't nobody better than another. So, two.
But ain't nothing wrong with having sex. Just have sex with intention. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all got anything else on that, Jet?
Nah, I think we killed it. I mean,
Yeah. Let's do the trippy
We
experiences,
smoked
man.
that like runs.
Like gas. That's like Elijah Green pack.
yes, sir.
So, okay, cool. Experiences. This happened today and I was thinking about it. We were talking about journaling earlier because it happened and I've been okay. Have y'all seen Nope yet?
Yeah.
Man, I fell asleep on that
Go
shit.
ahead, but shit, if you want to ruin it, by all means, but anybody else,
I fell asleep on that shit. It was
Okay.
It got kind of boring to me, but
Not
I ain't
yet.
gonna
I'm gonna see it, but go ahead. I ain't tripping.
I'm not gonna ruin it. But for me, I was getting those reviews. This was a moment where I'm so glad I trusted myself. Because the reviews, at least for my friends, just my peers and stuff that have been speaking on it, have been terrible. And it's just like, man, I'd probably just wait till that joint is up on the fire stick and watch it that way. But but I've been like I wanted to, it was like, nah, some was still telling me, like, no, don't listen to other people. Like, go and see it for yourself. And so I made a point to go and check it out for myself. And I actually thought that it was like, I don't think it was trash. People was like it was trash and they wasted their money.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that the scenic views alone, like and I've been getting more into, I guess, like cinematic production since we've been doing these videos, so I can appreciate that type of stuff. So it takes place on a ranch in California, and so you get a lot of mountain range views and things like that. So just seeing Black people be on this big ass ranch was dope as fuck. That alone, I appreciated the movie for, because I didn't get that visual anywhere else.
I like that too. I did appreciate that shit.
Yeah, that was fire. And then for me personally, I could relate to it because I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's basically like these people are having an experience with like a UFO or alien or something, and they're trying to get proof of it. And so that was like right up my alley, because as a person who often looks up, some people who don't look up, so they might not see anything. They're just not as observant of shit that goes on or happens in the sky. And so whatever. But I'm like, yo, I see, it's like, yo, I see, that's a beautiful cat. I don't even preferably care for cats, but she's beautiful.
Yeah. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you good. So I'm like, yo, I can appreciate this because I'm that person that be like, yo, I seen something crazy and you ain't gonna believe it. I tried to get it on a picture, but whatever. And it's like, it's never good enough. Like, even if you take a picture of something, it's never good enough. And so I can just appreciate that aspect of the, like, what they were trying to do in the movie.
The pursuit. Yeah.
Enough said with that.
And okay. I ain't trying, it's not really a spoiler, but I felt like it had a connection to mushrooms. I fell asleep on the movie, but the part I woke up on, strangely enough, was the part where something looked like a fucking mushroom. I didn't know what the hell was going on because I was high myself. And I was like, all right, okay, I see where they're going with this, but I walked out because I just wasn't feeling it no more.
See, that's crazy, man. Anyways, I did see that connection. I know exactly what you're talking about. That was actually one of the things that I think I wanted to say I didn't like about it originally, because it was changing, right? Like, it wasn't always like that, and then it was. I'm like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? But I could appreciate the idea that something is not always what it appears at the same time. Like, it was like from that. But anyway,
it was morphing and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. It was dope. I think I just wasn't in the right headspace. I'm kind of tired.
Yeah. And I think that's the case I think that was a lot of people. I don't know. But I actually liked it. It wasn't Get Out. We keep chasing Get Out. It was not Get Out, but it was good.
Mhm.
But anyway,
Get out.
today, just randomly, I was on my way. We got a crazy storm. Y'all good? Y'all flooded? Like,
Yeah, it was a lot of it was a lot of fucking rain today, but that shit felt good. I was outside. It felt like a shower. It was
yeah,
a full moon shower. I got some full moon water, rainwater. Actually, I think I'm collecting some more. So, but yeah, I
we
hope
had a
everybody
crazy
okay.
storm, and the clouds been looking all crazy today. I was on my way home earlier, and I saw a cloud. I kid you not, it fucked me up. I saw a cloud that looked like a fucking monkey praying to the sun.
That's
And I'm
crazy.
like, yo, it's so wild. You know how this shit, like when we be in our magic and we just be sitting, it's like it be too significant or too relevant. And you like, it's a
Yeah,
joke. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
this could be funny.
bro. It's
But
monkey energy, so heavy.
everywhere,
It's
even the movie.
Hunaman. Y'all know who Hunaman is?
I don't know who that is.
All right, that's homework for everybody. Look up Hunaman and do a little research on that. But
Type that in the chat so
he's
we
a
can know
Vedic
how to
god.
spell it.
He's a Vedic god.
But even in
Hunaman.
Note, there was monkey energy in Note, right? And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that's just so conveniently placed in this movie. But what was crazy was when I was riding past, when I first looked, I could make out, because I need y'all to understand how clear this was, because this is just like, yo, you got to be kidding me. But I could make out the overbrow and the bottom lip. Like I could, like, those were the facial features that I could make out. And then I'm looking, I'm like, yo, I can see the hind leg, like, you know how monkey sits, and so you can see their kind of their knee. Like I could see that whole thing. And when I saw that, I'm like, yo, this is really crazy. Like how much and then I looked back to like see if there was a tail. It was a fucking tail. I said, yo, I try to call because it happened so fast and I seen it all. I'm like, yo, right when I was like, when I went for my phone, I was passing it. So I'm like, let me just call my sister because I'm not gonna be able to get a picture, but let me call somebody so I can get this off. I gotta tell somebody I just seen this in case it's significant whenever, wherever at another. But it had his hands like this and it was praying directly to where the sun was. And I'm just
That's
like,
crazy.
that's real crazy right now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was my experience. It happened today.
That's crazy. Yeah, I feel that.
Okay.
Hey, see if you can share the screen real quick. Yeah, that's Lawyer Hunaman.
Oh, okay.
His energy is coming through strong because with all this monkey shit going on. So
HANUMAN, y'all.
yeah, so y'all
Okay.
look into
I'm
that shit.
trying to see if I got him on the bird.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm thinking about it. Okay, but
That's interesting.
For sure. But yeah, anybody else got some experiences?
yes, sir. So I say I have a lot of experiences with so right now I just been doing a lot of altar work, and I had put a pendant on my altar, and I just been trying to understand and learn how to work with them, and it's really just like a pendant for an animal totem. And it's crazy because I've been trying to understand and work with cats, and it's like they just been popping up everywhere. So I literally, no matter where I go, I literally have a cat watching me. So so it's just trying to understand cats because I want a pet cat soon when I get my own place, and I already got a name, work for it. So I just want to do some attention, some magic around with it. Work with spirit animals more, and just understand. So next time I want to leave out some food for the cat, leave out an offering for the cat, and just work some more magic with it. But
That's a fact.
it's crazy, man. So you had a beautiful cat, by the way, Woo.
Yeah, that's my girl cat. It's mine now, but
So
yeah, we got two of them, and they beautiful. They got big energy, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cats are something else.
Yeah, and when cats are around, that means magic happening. So,
Right.
take note of that. And also with the altar work, I had got a white candle because I've been trying to understand candle magic more. And I use a green candle for grounding to help me do like a lot of morning releasing before I go out in the day. I try to sit all my emotions, just like leave that shit on the altar and just let it go. You know,
Mhm.
because it that's one thing I try to incorporate with the journaling. You know, asking myself questions. What am I doing this? Why am I doing that for? It's just it's crazy, man. But yeah, the gas and hit, man. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna go
I,
ahead
Yeah, I
and pass.
think it hit for everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
like
ahead and pass it. So I
I,
appreciate that.
I was gonna tell you, Alex, get you some catnip. Get you some,
Okay,
put you some catnip in your tea since you on that tight time and energy. That'll kind of tie in.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll mess with that.
Oh man.
Damn! Happy birthday!
Happy
Yeah, happy
birthday,
birthday, bro.
homie.
Oh shit, appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Yeah,
You gotta say it, bro. Happy birthday, homie.
for me.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Oh,
Man, for me, my week has been beautiful. It's been a lot of self care, a lot of self love, a lot of shroom love, a lot of love. Um, I started off the weekend. Well, not started off the week. Well, yeah, I get off on Saturday, so I did start off my weekend on Sunday by getting a Thai massage, a couples Thai massage. And Thai massage is a little different than regular massages because it's like stretches and breathing through different stretches and releasing the energy. So that was super dope. It was crazy. Like we were out there looking for a spot to do it at, and one of our friends got jammed up with the police as we were looking for the spot, and it just threw off the whole energy and shit, you know. And we was like, you know, he got detained. They took him away. They were searching his car and everything. It was traumatizing, right? They took him away, and we was like, okay, let's just go ahead and do it anyway. And shouts out to the masseuse Oya Divine on Instagram. She's amazing. Um, she's amazing. But we did it anyway, and by the time we were done, she got a call that he was already out. Like he was out of jail already.
That's
Like cool.
crazy.
Hell yeah. Like we were praying, you know, we were praying, trying to, you know, make sure he good, giving her energy. And by the end of that, he was all good, and we had a beautiful day, beautiful night. Shoot. The next day, I went to King Spa and sat in the sauna for like, you know, a few hours.
I
Went to the
gotta
pool.
go
All right, you
there.
gotta go to King Spa for sure.
It's like a 3 hour drive from me though. I don't know
Damn,
why
it
it's
might
that
be worth
far.
it.
No,
It
I
might be.
know. I plan to go.
What's up?
I'm gonna do me a day. Did you
Try
get
to
a
give him a.
massage there?
I didn't get a massage that time because they weren't doing like it was packed. I guess it was on the Lionsgate portal, so I guess a lot of people, you know, wanted to come to the saunas and release on that day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I, but nah, no massage that day. But I was in the sauna. That shit was so beautiful, man. It's such a release. It's you got to do therapeutic things like that in life.
Yeah.
Like that shit is important to our health, especially as Black people. Like we got to release that shit. And you know, that's how I did my Lionsgate portal, and I just been in a good space from there. Been at the pool at my apartment, you know, doing a lot of yoga and stretching and shit, and in a good headspace and all good.
Word.
Making a lot of music too. I forgot to call you, Tori, but we
I
gonna
know, I
talk.
thought
Yeah,
about that on
yeah,
Saturday too. I'm like,
yeah,
well, he hit me, but
yeah. I
we
mean,
can talk. We can.
yeah.
I'm free tomorrow. Like so.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, hit me up.
What? Push up.
And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
all we got over here. Jeff, you got something? You can calm down. I know we kind of.
Everybody, yeah,
Yeah, it looked like we out of gas.
yeah. We got a gas here.
Don't worry, we don't know more, guys.
Man,
We're gonna be
thank y'all for tapping in, man, to the Trippiest podcast. The Trippiest podcast where you can, you know, come and chill and get trippy too.
Word.
We call it a wrap. Will Got It. You can find me on Instagram and Will Got It Official. Um, our business is sacred dot solutions, soulolutions.co. where you can get different tea blends and herbs and moringa capsules and sea moss and fungi if you can instruct yourself that way. Um, we got a lot more things coming, man. Keep tapping in. And thank you for tapping in. Like, share, subscribe. I'm high as hell, trippy right now, off the wine, water, kombucha, and the gas. And yeah, man, for the call it a wrap. Yeah.
I'll go ahead and go. Peace and love to all y'all. Thank you for tuning in tonight. It means a lot. Um, Go ahead, check out Sacred Solutions, man. Please get them organic pills, man. I promise. Check them out. Go ahead, check out Silly Mama, man. Colombian Exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, get the pussy poppers.
Get the pussy poppers.
Yeah, for sure. Go check out the light show, the light bring on YouTube, man, and go ahead, get the gas, Elijah Green, man. And peace and love to light all y'all. Thank you.
Yeah. Go and caught that dot wave too, bro. That shit good merch. Good merch. Cam, you gotta put some of your merch on the screen one day, bro.
Oh yeah,
it's going, bro.
I'm wearing one of the tees right now. The little
Okay.
Wave Studio.
Yeah. Wave Studios,
Word.
Go ahead, drop that link.
I got y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's made by Wave on most socials. You can find the clothes at wavegarments.com if I drop the link for y'all.
For sure.
Y'all tap in with my people, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in as always.
Man, finna go sit in the moon. Finna smoke that Jupiter.
Yeah.
Word.
Hey,
Yeah.
get up there.
For sure.
Jeff
Um,
MIA.
Yeah, I know. Just like fuck this shit, man. Let me do my look. Let me do my
got some late night shit.
so he can just cut us off, man. Y'all can find me at Torrin Shanae at Instagram at Torrin Shanae. PovertyWorldwide.com coming soon.
Comedy Worldwide.
A Nigga Might Have Cared Too Much album dropping soon.
Oh yeah.
Super excited to share that with y'all. Yeah, that's all I got. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for sharing space. Thank y'all for tapping in and listening.
Hey,
Jeff, got anything? If you there?
If he not, it's
The
Elijah.
nigga has left the
It's
building.
Elijah Green 144 on Instagram. G.Elijah 144 on Instagram. I think it's what's his other shit? Elijah Green. Just type in Elijah Green, y'all. If I had to guess, if you in the DMV area, for sure.
Mhm. For sure, y'all.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Pieces.
Love. Let me call Jeff or something so we can get up off this thing. Let me see. He probably passed out or something.
Boy, I'm rocking back and forth.